What? You were expecting Will Ferrell? Seriously? Come on. Okay. So, welcome to the commencement ceremonies for the University of Southern California class of 2020. Nope, not Will Ferrell. My name is Wade Perry, class of 88, and it is a genuine highlight to be here today with my mohawk I've been growing through the entire quarantine and deliver your commencement address. Now, with the exception of Mr. Martell, the fight song will never get old. I promise you. You're going to love to hear that every time it plays. It's just going to be awesome. Trust me. So I was asked to deliver this address, and we're going to highlight each of you in your own little way, where you're from, your major. Might find a couple of less than flattering photos from your 4 years. Might want to be a little more judicious in your social media. Just saying. If an old fart like me can find it, you're screwed. So, while time never stops, and we can never go back in time, as evidenced by this photo of yours truly back at the SIG House in 1988, I want you to sit back and enjoy some of the times you have enjoyed these past 4 years, and then I will impart some pearls on you for your next chapter. By the way, I have my green screen today, which is great. However, my iPhone went to the Apple Store in the sky yesterday, so I no longer have my teleprompter, so I'm going to have to read this, ad-lib some, but we're going to have a good time. So, our first graduate is Sylvie Sparks. Sylvie hails from Palm Desert, California. It's hot out there. And she's a journalism major. Now, as you can tell by this photo, I'm not quite sure how she's going to spin this story, but apparently she accidentally stabbed herself with a knife trying to open a bottle of wine. Oh, sweetheart, didn't you learn anything in college? Oh, first things first. Our next graduate is Viva Devic. I hope I said that correctly. My daughter's only told me this about 1,400 times. Viva hails from New York, New York. She's a political science major. And, well, those guys are really good at spinning stuff, so I'm sure she has a great story or an excuse for this photo. Catch many flies. And, well, Viva once threw up in her water glass the morning after her only 9-0 Wednesday. I would have expected a lot more from a New Yorker. Lexi Magalit. Lexi. So Lexi is a gerontology major. So if you're not familiar, that's the study of old people. Now this is perfect because she hails from Salt Lake City. Now I actually have spent a lot of time there, and there are a lot of old people there. You know why I know? Because they're Mormon and they don't drink, they don't smoke, they don't have bad habits, and they have lots and lots of babies to take care of them. So you picked a great major if you're going to stay in Utah, Lexi. Bravo. Now, Lexi broke her finger at an invite because her date dropped her during a piggyback ride. Apparently, this photo was the before photo. She thought piggyback rides were safe, as long as you're wearing a shark fin on your head. That was until she got to the invite. Oh, and she also did a keg stand once and beer came out her nose. So, Lexi, hopefully you've got that mastered by now. Let's talk about the Rome girls. Zandra Beverlin, Melanie Holpert, Lauren Marola. Well, they once drank 3 liters of wine at a fancy restaurant and proceeded to go to another bar and forced the entire completely Italian bar to sing Happy Birthday to Lauren, Leave It to the New Yorker, and met the star of an Italian TV show. Oh, P.S. Lauren also touched the art in an Italian museum. Okay, that is just evidence, Lauren, that if you are confident enough, the whole world is a petting zoo. Okay, let's go to Mackenzie Atkinson. So Mackenzie is a business major from Monrovia, California. And I had the pleasure of meeting Mackenzie very early in Sloan's college days. And it turns out that Mackenzie is a college party kleptomaniac. Apparently, this is where it all started when she was stealing a goldfish. Mackenzie, hopefully you have graduated to stealing things of greater value. Please. Okay, Emma Davitz. Emma is from Danville, California, and she is an industrial systems engineer. Clearly the smartest of everybody we've announced so far. And, well, it's just going to be a little difficult for Emma to be a really good industrial systems engineer, seeing that she doesn't know how to open a window. I can't make that up. Emma, I got it. I got you. This is going to be fine. Just don't ask Sloan. She doesn't know either. Nina Dorman also comes from Danville. She is a business administration major, which means that I'm guessing she wants to be not actually the person that does any business, because those people go into marketing and they go into finance, sales. But business administration sounds like you're going to be like in HR or something, telling people what to do. But I got to tell you, you got a long way to go, girl. Because when you pass out in a bathtub at a Sigma Nu party and you're the social chair, girlfriend, you got a long way to go if you're going to get into admin. Stick to marketing and sales. That's where the money is anyway. Lauren Blonine, sorry if I mispronounce anybody. Lauren Blonine comes from Texas. She's also a business administration major. She was a rower, apparently, and which is just odd because I would not think that there would be many places to row a boat in Texas. It's really big, but I guess if you could row through dirt, you'd be really strong. That when you got to water, it'd be awesome. Okay, Deanie Chen. So, Deanie Chen, girl after my own heart, communications major. That was me. Going to law school. Notice by the photo, kind of a shady character, wouldn't you say? I think she's going to know if something hanky's going on. She's from Kansas, and only a communications major would pour 4 shots of tequila and pound them consecutively without a chaser and without taking a breath on her birthday. High five, Deanie. You can hang with me anytime. By the way, peeps, you might want to get your shot glasses ready. No, seriously, get your shot glasses ready. Janice Yee. Janice is great. Janice is a global health with minor resistance to genocide. So, are you telling me that if you only have a minor resistance to genocide, that you're okay with it at some times? Because if you really didn't like genocide, it would be a major resistance to genocide. Now, looking at the photo behind me, is this her trying to test out minor resistance to genocide? I mean, right now during coronavirus, I don't think you should be licking your food, Janice. Call me crazy. Ironically, being from Los Angeles and a global health major, she cut her foot and bled all over the floor, but was too drunk to realize. Girlfriend, you can hang with me anytime. In fact, right now, you and Deanie are kind of leading the list. This is good. Okay, Tristan Martell. Tristy. He's going to major in something to do with planes. We believe it might be aerospace. Tristy and I met when Sloan was a freshman, and I really thought that, there was going to be a future. I mean, you look at this photo, right? I mean, this guy, stud, going to be Top Gun, total, he's the guy. And then he and Sloan were written up their freshman year for having an unopened can of beer in his room on his birthday. And I was getting a little nervous. Hey, is this going to become a relationship? Well, and then I saw this. Go figure. Tristan, you're going to be great, buddy. I have no doubts about it. And then we come to the Sammy boys. Ophir, Blake Ackerman, Matthew Parker, Muhammad, Ari, Lee Rubin. I don't know where to begin with you guys. Let's just start with the vice president, Blake Ackerman. Buddy, you got to work on your security, okay? When Sloan was a freshman, I took her to the row, and she looked at me and said, Dad, I don't know which houses to go to. And I said, relax, I got this. Well, we came in front of the Sammy house, and Sloan looks at me and says, Dad, you weren't a member of this house. And I said, honey, I'm a 50-year-old man. They're not going to say shit to me. Stay close. And we marched right to your bar. I sent Sloan to go get ice, and I grabbed a bottle of Captain Morgan and 2 cups, and we sat there and did shots drinking your liquor, and you guys didn't say a freaking word. You got to work on your security, Blake. Matt Parker took Sloan to Vegas freshman year, 1 week after I was diagnosed with cancer. And Matt, big props to you, bro. Got a real tore up. Took her mind off of shit. That was good. Well done. Muhammad, I don't know how to explain this to you, but Sloan is spelled Sloane. Sloan is not spelled Katy. Just going there, okay? No Katie, name's Sloan. Get it right. Guys, you really you did a great job taking care of my baby girl. I can't thank you enough. Truly, I mean that. Every girl in college needs a group of dudes that she calls friends, and you guys were great. So hats off to you. Sloan. Sloan is a political science major and a communications major. She's from Littleton, Colorado, and her nickname's 1TG for a reason. Stands for one tough girl. She's pretty feisty. And yeah. Sloan is really, really good at a lot of things. And it's really ironic that she's a communications major because, well, she used to think that when Zach Brown sang a song about toes in the water, ass in the sand, it's a great song, great drinking song. And he talks about rolling a fat one. And, well, she thought it was about a fart, not a joint. So you got to work on your communications, girl. Just saying. Okay, let me finish you off with a couple of thoughts, some pearls of wisdom to take you on to the next level. Number 1, save your money. The rule of 72, compound interest, and tax deferral are collectively considered the 8th wonder of the world by Albert Einstein. If you don't know what the rule of 72 is, look it up. Save your money. Leaders are readers. Okay, quick little story. Tim Sanders, you may not know him. He was the chief information officer for Mark Cuban when Mark Cuban was had broadcast.com, and before he was a billionaire. And he carried 6 to 12 books with him everywhere he went because we didn't have Kindles or iPads back then. And Sanders asks Cuban, why all the books? And Cuban says to him, you don't get it, Sanders. We have to come up with 100 solutions for our clients' problems. In order to get there, we either are going to make 1,000 mistakes to arrive at 100 solutions, or we can read the best ideas, concepts, and philosophies of the best thinkers, past and present, to come up with only 100 mistakes on our way to 100 solutions. Readers are leaders, okay? Never, ever forget this. If you work in your occupation, you will make a living. But if you work harder on your self-development than you do on your job, you will go from making a living to making a fortune. Write that down. Next up, take your meds every day. No, I'm not talking about Prozac and Percocet. I'm talking about meditation, exercise, diet/water, and sleep. Meditation, exercise, diet, sleep. You've got to take care of the machine if you want the machine to operate at a high level. Take your meds. Your greatest asset will not be your intellectual property or your home or your car or any other material possessions. When you reach the end of your life, and God willing, you are in your 80s or 90s, you will wrap yourself in a blanket to give you comfort and warmth. And that blanket will not be woven of fleece or wool or your mansion or your yacht or your Ferraris. Rather, it will be woven, of your relationships and your experiences. Therefore, your most valuable asset is your network of genuine friends. They will be your business partners, your partners in crime, your travel mates, your investors, and your confidants. I know because at 32 years post-graduation, I have at least 100 people who I know will come and bail me out of a foreign prison on a moment's notice. Which reminds me, always know the difference between your good friends and your best friends. Do you know? Do you? Well, if you don't, I'm going to tell you. Your good friends, they're going to come bail you out of jail. Your best friend's going to be sitting next to you saying, damn, that was a good time. Want to do it again? Your most valuable commodity is time. Every one of you has something right now. You have a bank account, and it's called the Bank of Time. And every day you are given 86,400 seconds, and you alone get to choose how to spend them. And at the end of the day, they're gone, and they're never going to be had again. You must protect your time and enjoy your time. Do not spend your whole life climbing a ladder only to arrive at the end of your life to realize the ladder was leaning against the wrong wall. Know where you want to go and know who's going to come with you. And protect that dream. You can change your tactics, change your strategies. Don't change the goal. Not when you really feel it inside. And the only way to get there is to protect your time. P.S. Do you know how friends, spouses, and children spell the word love? T-I-M-E. Time. Invest it wisely. And with that said, growing older is inevitable. Growing up, however, is optional. I am proof of that. I am the oldest child in my house, and I love it. Last but not least, there are 2 rules that you must live by every single day. These rules are free, and they're open to everyone. I don't care who you are, where you are, what you're doing. These are available to everyone. First rule, be happy. Find a way to be happy every day. Even if it's just for 10 minutes, find a way to be happy. And number 2, have fun. It's a one-act play. There is no do-over. You got to have fun, okay? And with that said, it has been a jacked up spring semester, I think you'd agree. It has been a jacked up 4 years with our football team. It's been a jacked up year in the political world. It's been a jacked up year in a lot of ways. And with that, I think it's only appropriate that we get jacked up. So class of 2020, here's to you. It's time to get jacked up. You're going to be great. Lean on each other. Be happy. Have fun. Congratulations.